All right, hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. Listen, I hope you're having a good week. Y'all, I literally had to stop where I was. Excuse me. I had to stop where I was, y'all. I heard about this story. I got a chance to read it. Y'all, what is going on here? Now, if you are not aware yet, okay, there is a missing, what's being called a missing F-35 jet, okay, a military jet that is missing. Okay, listen, let me bring you all the story, okay? Now, according to my sources, y'all, an F-35 jet is missing, okay, after a pilot parachutes free in South Carolina, okay? Now, listen to this, y'all. I have a lot of questions here. I want to ask, why did this happen? How did this happen? And y'all know I asked the question, what's really going on, okay? Listen, y'all, according to my sources, military and government authorities continued a sweeping search on Monday, this is today, y'all, for an F-35 jet that disappeared. An F-35 jet disappearing. Now, I don't know everything about the military, okay? I know some things, but when I hear instantly that a military jet is missing, I don't think we hear about that happening too often, do we? Y'all can let me know now. Okay, so they're saying that this F-35 jet, okay, I'm going to talk about the specifics of the jet in a minute. They're saying that it disappeared after a U.S. Marine pilot used an emergency parachute to eject from it on Sunday afternoon. Okay, so this just happened yesterday in North Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, listen, y'all. Now, they're saying the pilot, who has not been publicly identified, was in an F-35 from Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort. Okay, I hope I said that correctly, or Beaufort. The article says he was taken to a local medical center and his condition was stable late Sunday. Okay, that is according to a spokesman for Joint Base Charleston. Okay, now, why did the pilot need to eject? That's the question I ask, okay? According to my sources, they're saying that it was unclear, okay? It's unclear why the pilot needed to eject. The search involved a broad range of government and military officials, including from the Marines, okay? We got the Marines involved, its 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing, the Navy regional authorities in the Southeast, the Civil Air Patrol, okay, and the Federal Aviation Administration. That's 5 different government and military organizations or officials, y'all, okay? Law enforcement teams across the state were also assisting in the search, okay? Here's a statement from the Joint Base in Charleston, who had this to say, and I quote, "We appreciate the support we received from our mission partners and every organization involved as integrated teams are searching and preparing for the recovery of the jet." Okay, now, according to the sources, y'all, they're saying that based on the last known position of the jet, an F-35B Lightning II, okay, you can do your research on that to see what it looks like and all of that, right? According to my sources, based on the last known position of the jet, an F-35B Lightning II, the base was focusing on an area around Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion, okay, in coordination with the Federal Aviation Administration. Joint Base Charleston said late on Sunday, adding that it was seeking the public's help, okay? The authorities asked anyone with information about the missing jet's location to pass along tips. Y'all think about what I'm saying. How is it that a military jet just goes missing, okay? What happened, okay? I wonder at this point, have they had time, you know, and I pray that the pilot as well. I don't know what happened. That's one of my questions. What happened that he felt the need to eject? You know, is he cooperating with officials about what actually happened? Who would know other than him, you know, what actually happened on this fighter jet, okay? Now, the article says that the F-35B Lightning II is the variant used by the Marine Corps, a short takeoff and vertical landing version, okay? It's manufactured by Lockheed Martin. Manufactured by Lockheed Martin. It completed its first combat strikes for the Marine Corps in Afghanistan in 2018. Okay, the F-35's Joint Strike Fighter program is the Department of Defense's most expensive weapon system program, with estimates that it will cost nearly $1.7 trillion, y'all. Not million, not billion, but trillion dollars, $1.7 trillion to buy, operate, and sustain the aircraft and systems over its lifetime. Okay, this is not just some cheap aircraft that we're talking about, y'all. Okay, and that was a statement according to the Government Accountability Office, who said in a report released in May. Okay, the purchase cost of the Marine Corps jet has varied over the life of the program. The federal government said it was as low as $70 million in 2012, and the Project on Government Oversight said it was as high as $135 million in 2020. Okay, so y'all, this is the information that I have as of right now. Again, the question I'm asking is, how is it that a military piece of equipment, okay, goes missing like that? What happened inside that fighter jet that the pilot felt the need to eject or parachute out? Now, I did see another source. I've been looking at some videos and reading articles about this. They were saying that apparently it could have, allegedly been on autopilot, which means it could have flown for many more miles before, allegedly crashing. But again, y'all, what really happened with that? We don't hear about, military equipment going missing often, right? Now, I know, now I'm not here to make an allegation, right? I'm just reporting the facts that have been put out there. And I'm just laying the pieces to the puzzle out, and I'm making my own, I have my own thoughts about this, right? Now, we see, and I've even talked about here on the channel where our country has been sending military equipment overseas, right? What's really going on, y'all? What do y'all really think happened? I pray that, this pilot, who it sounds like was the only person in the fighter jet, it doesn't sound like there was anyone else at this point in time, right? I hope that they're well, that they be well, that they're able to, share